The Wife Commandments is actually one of the songs that I, years ago, when I said, oh, it would be dope to do one of these type of records one day, that was one of the records that I knew I wanted to, spin. I said, okay, if I ever did, this album, I know I want to do 10 crack commandments, but I would make it the 10 wife commandments. I didn't have any lyrical ideas at the time, but once I did get in the studio with J. Drew Shear, who did the music, I said, okay, I think I just want to use Big saying the numbers, let him do that and let me just kind of do everything else. And actually, this was one of the more challenging ones just because arrangement-wise, I kept what's the best way to say this? I kept, Big's number one, number two, I kept them in the same place they were on his original song, so I had to write in between whatever amount of bars there were. And they weren't all the same amount of bars. Anybody that knows, music would know what I'm talking about. So it was a little more difficult. I went back in to change some of the commandments to make them make more sense to what Faith Evans would really say. But I think it came together really well. And it really does speak to just being like a woman that holds your own and like, listen, if this ain't how you want it to be, then don't play that type of game with me. You know what I'm saying? Kia. What's good for the goose is good for the gander, all right? Back to what I said before, don't think you can do all of this stuff and it's just gonna, not be handled the way I would handle it. So sometimes you gotta flip it on them, you know what I mean? So that's what this song is about. I think people will appreciate this record.